Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. This is Christy with Just Saying, and today we're making a Just Saying hello card. This one is starting off with a masculine, red in hearts, not so masculine, note just to say hello. I've used Stampin Up Cherry Cobbler for the ink up here, the card base, and the designer series paper. I would like to mention that I have a helper today. My daughter is making her assistant's debut today. She loves to help me card make, and she's sitting right next to me doing her best to be very quiet. Alright, let's get started with this card. I'm going to first stamp the image of my telephone booth. I've been told that I should do this one for her daddy's birthday card, because it looks like Doctor Who's telephone booth. But to be a TARDIS, I think we would have to do it in blue. Mm-hmm. That's what you were thinking. Okay. The stamping part of this is done. I'm going to move now on to what looks like a piece of scrap and open up my cherry cobbler. I've got the stamp on one side and the other. I'm going to stamp 2 hellos. I haven't mentioned the stamp sets that I'm using. These 2 stamps are from the Pretty Petites stamp set. They were from, I think, last year's celebration from Stampin' Up. They were free with spending lots of money purchase. And also the telephone booth is from the Feeling Sentimental stamp set. I love Feeling Sentimental. It's got some great, I guess you can't really see it, huh? There's a Ferris wheel. And there's also a very large bicycle, telephone booth, and Celebrate. Gives a kind of old world sentimental feeling to a card. Now my Petite Labels punch. Just going to line up and punch out my images, which I'm being told is very tricky. Because this one's got so many points to line up and it's small, I've not let my little helper help with this one. Alright, those are put aside. That can put it away. So on this card, can you see it? You can see it. On the edges I've got 3 score lines giving a little bit of something to this card. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Up score and trimmer and take that first sheet of cardstock. Using my lines that are on the board and my scoring blade, score, score. This will get repetitive. I'm going to do 3 score lines per side. Oh, while doing this, I have been watching back my videos before I post them to YouTube, and what I've noticed is that they were shaking. Even though the camera is on the floor next to the desk beside me and not actually on my desk, it was still causing some shaking. So before my last video, I was reminded, put a bucket underneath it. Well, I forgot it until the end of the video when I watched and it was shaking. So for this video, there is a bucket. It's a frozen bucket. Imagine having a nearly 8-year-old who likes Frozen, and I need a bucket. So yes, I borrowed her bucket. And it has a bunch of stones in it. So my hope is that the bucket full of stones is helping the shaking, or hopefully there's no shaking with this one. Alright, so I've got my score lines around the corners. I'm going to adhere this to the Designer Series paper. And then place these onto my card base. Since this cherry cobbler is such a dark inside, I do have a layer of very vanilla giving a writing area. So just flip that over, make sure I've got it going the right way, and put these ones down. Next little bit that I saved you with for this on my sample card is threading, knotting, and fussying with putting buttons and some really rough twine hemp cord with the buttons. So using my handy assistant, thank you ma'am.
You're welcome.
You even have a speaking role. I'm using a really big glue dot just to put my button on. You thought what?
I thought I was going to do that.
Oh, you thought you were going to do that? No, because I can't even do that. Okay.
Can I do the next one?
Yes, you can do the next ones. One in each corner.
Kind of in the middle.
Okay, then I'm doing it. You can help with the next ones.
The next two?
No, with the next cards. Putting down my little hellos. And then carefully peeling off. Or not so carefully. Peeling off. Attaching it to the twine. There. So that's the card for this afternoon. Feeling Sentimental with Cherry Cobbler and Petite Pears. Pretty Petites. Alright, thanks. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.